show was made possible by the Clobet affiliates and with the continued support of the AFGold iGaming affiliate program. Hello friends, and welcome back. This is the first edition of APCW Perspectives for 2023, and as such, we have officially begun our countdown to the ICE and IGB affiliate London shows taking place in the United Kingdom about 4 weeks from now. More on those events in just a moment. Up first, a story that was published just before Christmas while I was on holiday, as the UK's Department for Digital, Culture, Media and Sport has formed a select committee made up of 11 MPs from various political parties in order to investigate the government's handling of gambling regulation, in particular how they've dealt with the concerns of Parliament and if they've done enough to protect the public from gambling harm. Ironically, this is the same DCMS who are responsible for the publication of the Gambling Act Review White Paper, or the lack thereof, even though the repeated delays are most likely not their fault. The committee investigation will examine the government's overall approach to the regulation of gambling, and they will be gathering evidence from now through February 10th. Okay, so does that delay the release of the white paper once more? Will the committee's findings be rolled into the Gambling Act review somehow? Or will these be treated as two separate processes? Who knows? They don't keep me in the loop. And it certainly looks as if we will not have any clarity at all until after the events in London next month. That's okay. We've been waiting for over 2 years now. A few more months doesn't really seem to matter at this point. As we wait and wait and wait some more for the publication of the white paper, our friends at the UK's Betting and Gaming Council had commissioned a report on affordability checks from the professional service company Ernst & Young, the results of which will come as no surprise to anyone, with the possible exception of the UK Gambling Commission. That report showed that 70% of betting Brits would refuse to comply with compulsory checks on their income designed to determine if they could afford to gamble or not. And while it's difficult to correlate a specific dollar or pound amount with a 70% disapproval of these checks, I do think it's safe to say that the potential financial impact to our industry and subsequently UK taxes would be significant. And while there are several factors affecting revenue in our industry that are beyond our control, such as the economy and/or pandemics, affordability checks, at least, especially ridiculous ones, are within our ability to control. Lastly, the ICE and IGB affiliate shows in London are just 4 weeks away, meaning I will begin packing for the trip in about 3 weeks and 6 days from now. Clarion is promising that this year's event will be the biggest edition ever, despite ignoring my suggestion to hire a roaming mariachi band this year. Expectations are that the show will return to and perhaps even exceed pre-pandemic levels. And I hope to have a virtual interview with them at some point leading up to those shows. So, that's a wrap on this first edition of APCW Perspectives for the year. Only 51 more weeks to go until I can take my Christmas break. You know, God willing. That report showed that 70% of betting Brits would refuse to comply with first blooper of 2023. At least it happened at the beginning of the shot and not the end.